Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. John here. So today we are going to learn how we can work with JSON data in Python. But before that, okay, let us define what is JSON. So JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation, okay? We wrote this way, okay? JSON. So this GS here, the first GS, okay, it stands for JavaScript, and O stands for object, and N stands for notation, okay? So it is a lightweight and widely used data format for storing data and exchanging information. So despite its name being like JSON, okay, and the JavaScript being here, okay, in the first, JSON, it is independent and supported by many programming languages, okay, including Python also. So in this video, we will try to know better. We will explore how we can work with JSON data in Python from the basics itself, okay? And we are also going to have some kind of a practical experience by accessing data from any API, okay, any free API. So, but as I said, okay, we will learn how we can work with JSON data, like writing the JSON data, how we can load the JSON data, how we can convert the JSON data into Python objects, so, and many things on, okay? So, but before we start, okay, if you didn't subscribe to this channel, please subscribe to the channel and give a like to this video. So let's start. JSON structures data using key value pairs and ordered lists. It is similar to the Python dictionaries, okay, and list also. So here is one example of JSON data. So this is a simple structure of a JSON data, okay? As I said, okay, it looks like a dictionary and lists in Python, because we have this pair of, okay, open brackets, and here inside we have some kind of list, okay? So this is the object that we will work on, okay? For example, here people represent object, okay? So this object people, it has a lot of data inside, okay? Or a lot of lists of dictionary, okay? For example, we have the first information, the first data, which is this one, and it is separated by comma, which is this one, okay? And the second data is this one, okay, which is also separated, okay? This comma separates the both of the data, okay? So we will learn how we can work with this thing, okay, with this type of extractors data. And for the first operation that we are going to perform here will be converting, okay, between JSON and Python objects. So in order to do that, okay, we need to use JSON for that, okay? So how we are going to do this? Let's start. So in order for us to convert this data, okay, this JSON data into Python object, okay, so we can use the built-in model, which is JSON from Python, okay? It allows easy conversion between JSON strings and Python objects. So how we can do that, okay? To do that, we need to do this, okay? So this is the information that we are going to convert into Python objects. So for that, I'm going here in the top, okay? Let me give some space. So first we need to import JSON inside of our script, okay? I'm going to do something like this, okay? Import JSON. So this way we import JSON into our script. So in order to convert this thing, okay, first we will do something like this. I'm going to create any variable. I'll call it as a JSON data. JSON data will be equal, okay? So this JSON data will be inside of quotes, which will be, okay, 1 2 3 this way, okay? I'm going to open here and I'm going to copy all of this thing inside of that quotes, okay? I'm coming here, let me give a little space, and boom, I will do something like this. So this way I just put all this information, okay, inside of this variable. Also like this, if I print this thing, I'm going to get something like this, okay? Let me see. Print what? I'm going to print JSON, okay, JSON data, which is this one. Save. And if I run this script, let me show you. As you can see, it just print all this extractor, okay? So this is not yet converted into Python object, okay? So for us to convert this extractor, okay, into Python object, we need to do something like this, okay? Come down. I'm going to come here, give a little space. So I'm going to create another variable called Python data, okay? Python data. So this Python data, it will be equal. So now we are going to make use of JSON itself, okay? json.loads, this way, okay? .loads, open and close. What I'm going to load? I'm going to load this information that I have here, okay, which is JSON data. So I'm going to come here, JSON data, okay, JSON data. Boom. So now this way, if I print this Python data, okay, come here, let me print it, put it. If I save and if I print it, let me push this up. Now if I print this thing, okay, let's print. Now first let me clear here so that we can see the things properly. Let me clear this, clear. Now if I print this thing, okay, let me run the script. boom, as you can see now is printing a Python object, okay, as we can see, okay, people, then here we have peoples as a key itself, okay, then we have a list of dictionaries, okay, so this is the first dictionary which starts from here and stops here, then we have the comma, and this is the second dictionary. So this is the way that you can convert any structured data, JSON data, okay, into Python object. So now the next operation that we are going to perform will be create, read, and modify a JSON file, okay. So now we are going to work with JSON files. So for this, okay, we are going to need something like this, okay, initially, okay. So we'll be using this data, and don't worry about this, okay, I'll keep it in the description of this video so that you can make use of it, okay. So this is for me to don't type, okay, because if I type, this might take a long time, so that's why I'm just using like this, okay. I'll copy this, the same information, okay, in the description of this video. So the first operation that we are going to do is to create a JSON file by using Python, okay. So in order to create this, okay, as always, first we need to import JSON here in our script, okay. Let me call import JSON this way, as always, okay, save. So after importing JSON, okay, so we have this information here, okay. In order for us to create any JSON file by using Python, it will be something like this. See, first I'm going to open this, okay. I'm going to open any file, okay. I'm going to open the file with Python, okay. So it's like that. If the file that I'm going to open exists, it will open, okay. If it doesn't exist, it will create that file, then it will open it. So how I'm going to do this, it will be something like this. See, with, okay, with open what, so I'm going to give the name, okay. So this is, okay, this information is about the states, okay, the states of Brazil, okay. So for example, São Paulo is one state of Brazil, Rio de Janeiro is one state of Brazil, Minas Gerais, Bahia, and Paraná, okay. Those are the information of states of Brazil, okay. So this is the abbreviation of the state of São Paulo, which is SP, and this is the area code, which is 11, okay. So and the same goes with Rio de Janeiro, Minas Gerais, Bahia, and Paraná. So I'm going to create I'm going to call this JSON file that I'm create as states, okay. So I'll call it states.json this way, okay, states.json. So since I'm opening this, okay, since I want to create a new JSON file, okay, I'm going to open this in writing mode, okay. So for writing mode, I need to give W, which is for writing mode. Then I'm going to give comma, and after that, okay, I'm going to use encoding also, encoding this way, okay. So it's very important for you to give encoding, okay, because if you don't give encode, it might get error while open the file. So in order for the things to open properly, is very useful, it's very necessary for you to use encoding. So that's why we are going to use encoding UTF hyphen and 8. Then we are going to consider all this thing as F, okay, then the dot. Boom, I'm going to come the next line. So after this, okay, I'm going to use json.dump, okay. So json.dump is the one that help us to open a JSON file, okay, in Python. So in order for me to do that, I'm going to do this, okay, json, okay, json.dump this way, okay, json.dump. I'm going to open. So the first thing that I'm going to give is the information set, which is the data, okay. So the data is this one, okay, the data initial. So I'm going to come here down, okay, I'm going to paste data initial, which is this guy, okay, comma. Then I'm going to give the file that I'm going to open or to create, which is this state, okay, which will be this f, comma. And then I'm going to use something which is really very important, okay, that help us to keep the JSON file well formatted, okay, very indented. So which is this one, I indent, okay, which is this indent. I'm going to give 2, okay, so that it will format the file very well, okay, like giving 2 space. So after that, okay, there is another parameter that we are very important for us to give, which is this one, okay, ensure ASCII. So ensure ASCII is for, okay, for example, there are some words, okay, which has some kind of special character, something like this. For example, if you check this, for example, São Paulo, okay, São Paulo, it has something here in the top of A. That in Portuguese we call it as a title, okay. So this is kind of a special character. So in order for us to open or to create or to save this information properly, okay, without any damage, it's very important for us to give this parameter ensure ASCII, okay, so that when you give that, okay, it will open the things or it will save the things properly without any damage of the information. Okay, so this also goes for special character, like for example if you have like a arroba, or if you have some any kind of special characters, okay, in alphabet, it's very important for us to give this ensure ASCII. Then we just need to give like fails, something like this, okay, fails. So after that, okay, this way I'm writing into the JSON file, okay, but I'm creating JSON file. So now the next thing that I need to do is to print so that we can see the result, okay, if it really worked or not. So for that I'm going to do something like this, okay, print open. What I'm going to open, okay, let me do this, boom. I'm going to open, okay, file, okay, file, okay. This is just a name that I'm giving, okay, so that it can so that we can see the thing, okay. File states.json, okay. Oh, sorry, state.jsons created, okay. Let's say created, okay. So this is just for that, so just so that we can get any information that okay, the file was created, okay. So after that, let me give one kind of /n so that it can format well my input. Okay, so let my output better. Okay, let me clear this. Clear or clean? Oh, it's clear, not clean. A mistake. Okay, now I have to wait it for process. Okay, exactly, it's clear, not clean. Clear. Okay, let me clear this. Now let me run this piece of code so that we can see what the result. If I run this, as you can see, it print me file states.json created. As we can see, now we have here one file called states.json. Okay, if I click there, and as you can see, it just created this file. Okay, as you can see, states. Okay, then we have name, São Paulo, abbreviation of São Paulo, SP, area code 11, name, and so on. Okay, so it just create our JSON file. So it works like that. Okay, if the file exists, it will like write inside of that file. Okay, if it doesn't exist, it will create the file, then it will save the information there. So those information we just save as JSON file. As you can see, even the icon, okay, is kind of completely different. Okay, it's kind of like open bracket, open bracket, and close bracket. That is how JSON files are identified. So the next operation that we are going to perform will be how we can read and access data, okay, JSON data in Python. So for that, we are going to do something like this. See, in order for us to read, okay, we need to do something like this. I'm just going to comment this line of code, okay. I'm going to comment this, okay, and even this one, okay. Let me comment them. Yeah, they stay together. Boom. So, okay, in order for us to open, to read and access the data, so we need to do something like this, okay. I'm going to use this almost the same thing, okay, with open. Let me do this. So what we are going to access, we need to access this data so that we can do some manipulation, okay. Let me access states, okay, states.json, and since I'm opening it for reading, okay, so it means I'm going to give the read parameter, okay, which is r, this way, okay. R allows us to read the information. So after that, okay, let me use also encoding. I will never forget encoding, okay. It's really important to use encoding. What I'm going to give, as always, okay, UTF plus hyphen and 8. So if all this thing, let's consider it as f, okay, dot. So we are reading the information, okay. So for read information, I'm going to create a variable called data, okay. So this data will be the information that I'll be manipulating. So data, for let's use now JSON dot, okay, to open we need to just use the load function, okay, which stays like this. Save, boom. I did a mistake here, okay. Is json.load. I forget to give the f, okay, which is the file json.load f. Save. Perfect. So now we have the data here, okay. So we have this data which contains all this information here. Now let me close this, okay, close that one. So come here. Perfect. So now the first operation that we are going to do, okay, let's print the states, okay, the information. So let's access the data and print it. So in order that, let me print, okay, print what I'm going to print, okay. I'm going to print the states, okay. Let's see, states, okay, status and abbreviation, one B is missing, okay, abbreviations, states and abbreviations, okay, dots, oh sorry, dots, and save. So I'm going to use some kind of final meaning, blah blah. That's not important. Okay, states and abbreviation. Okay, come here. So after that, okay, I'm going to do something. Okay, for us to assess the information which is inside of this data, I'm going to use the for loop. Okay, for states. Okay, so states, now let's use state only. For state in what? In data, which is this information. Okay, for states in data, and let's use this. Okay, so we just need to assess the states and the abbreviation. Okay, so if I come here into this state, this JSON information, so okay, I'm going to assess this stage, which is the object. Okay, because this object state has all this information. Okay, let me assess status. Come here. Okay, I'm going to give here like this. Okay, status. Okay, for state in status, I'm going to do this dot. What I need to print open. Okay, I need to print. I'm going to use f string. Okay, f. Let me use f string. Then I'm going to print. Okay, let me do this. Okay, state. I'm using this state. Okay, state. What I need to assess, I just need to assess. Okay, since we are here, when I did data states. Okay, which means I already got all this information. Okay, so inside of this information, now I need only the name of the state. Okay, I'm going to use the name, state name. Okay, state name and the abbreviation also. Okay, come here, give. Okay, I'm going to open bracket parent this way. Okay, then let me get the state. Okay, state. I need the abbreviations also. Okay, what is the abbreviation? Abbreviations. So this is how you can assess or you can manipulate the JSON data in Python. Okay, I'm going to use the abbreviation. Save. Now if I run this thing, okay, let's run this. Come a little down, down, boom. If I run this guy, let's run this, save and run, boom. As you can see, we got the state São Paulo. What is the abbreviation of São Paulo? SP. If we come here and check, as you can see, São Paulo. What is the abbreviation of São Paulo? SP. Okay, and we got for all the states. Okay, São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, Minas Gerais, Bahia, and Paraná, and so on. So this is how we can read and assess the data in JSON files by using Python. So the next operation, which is also really good, important information or operation, is removing area. Okay, removing data inside of a JSON information data. So in order to do that, okay, we are going to do something like this. See, I'm going to come here. Okay, let's use again for. Okay, for state in what? In data. Data what? Let's assess only states. Okay, states. Let's do dots. Okay, like this. Boom, perfect. So we want to remove the operation that we're going to use here is to remove the area code. Okay, we want to remove this one. Okay, this area code in this information. Okay, so as we know, okay, it's always good when you are manipulating data, okay, never mess up with the original data, okay, because you might need it. So when you are doing manipulation of data, okay, always create a copy, create a new data that will put this that will copy from the original source and put in the sample source or something like that. Let's say like that. So first we need to check. Okay, let's check if area code exists. Okay, if area, okay, if area code, come here. Okay, in state, if area code in state, okay, let's do this dot and come down. So what we are going to do is, okay, we are going to delete what? Delete state. Okay, state area underscore code. Delete state area underscore code. Perfect. Save. Okay. So like that, if I run this, okay, let me run. Boom. It's only printing. It's printing almost the same thing. Okay, because we didn't print it at all. So this piece of code, okay, it will remove the area code. Okay. So what we can do, so the next thing that we are going to do, it will be something like this. See, and let's reuse this guy. Okay, this code that we have here. Okay, let's reuse them. I'm just going to copy, come here. Okay, so after this operation, which is removing operation, okay, I'm going to paste these guys here. Come here. Okay, delete this and delete this. So as I said, okay, never mess up with the original data. So in order to do that, let's create a new data. Okay, let's call it like a new underscore states, okay, dot json. Let's open the same way. Let's use encoding as always, and here also let's keep like this. Okay, so what we are going to give it, okay, so we are not going to do with data initial, okay, which data initial is this one. Okay, so the one that we are working on is this one, is the data. So let's give the data, remove this, let's give this one data, and here let's keep the way that it is. Okay, so now let's print the information, and let's say, okay, file states, okay, file new states, file new underscore new states, save it without, let's use without, okay, save it without save it without area code, save. So for that I need to print it. Okay, so for me to print it, it's very easy. I can just reuse this one also. Okay, no, I can just reuse this one. Okay, I'm going to copy this information, that piece of code, coming down and paste it. Okay, so what I'm going to do for data in, no, I need to access this one. Okay, so for that I need to grab all this too. Okay, I need to get this full, come here. Okay, and okay, so because I need to open the new information. Okay, so new information will be this one, new states JSON. Come here. Okay, instead of this, let me give, okay, new state JSON, and let's open like this. Okay, let's call it data. Then let's say for data into blah 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 is something like this. Okay, so this is the okay, now let's come here. Okay, into this one. Okay, let's print with area code. Okay, let me add also one more thing, and let me come here. I'm going to copy this one, give a little space. I'm going to give like this, paste, and now I'm going just to give that area code. Okay, so this one it will print with area code, and another one will print without area code. Okay, save. Okay, perfect. Now this one will print without area code. Okay, save. And if I run this, let me come it up. If I run the code, let me see. Boom, as you can see, everything works. Okay, so this is the first ones, okay, with area code. I say São Paulo, SP, abbreviation 11, the area code. Then we have here also, okay, file a new states JSON server without area code. As you can see, states and abbreviation São Paulo, SP, something like that. Okay, and also it created a new file, as you can see, new states. Okay, if I come in this new states, and if we check that new states, so let me come this guy down. If you say new state name São Paulo, abbreviation SP, there is no area code. Okay, but this old one has area code. Okay, so guys, this is how you can manipulate JSON data by using Python. Okay, so and the new operation that we are going to perform is not operation. Okay, so this is something which is very good that we are going to do. So we are going to try to access any information from any API, which ExchangeRate-API, and let's work with that thing. And let's see, because that is a very really good example. Okay, it's a practical example. Okay, with information from current exchange API integration. Okay, so let's do this thing, and then we can close our projects. Okay, so in order to do that, let's do something like this. Okay, I'm going to use this one. Let me clear this. So let's consume a data from the ExchangeRate-API. Okay, so in order for us to do that, okay, let's do something like this. I'm going to import JSON itself first, as always. Okay, import JSON. Import JSON. Import JSON. Oh, let me give a little. Okay, this way is good. You guys can see properly. Import JSON. So after import JSON, what I'm going to do? So the next operation, the next thing to do will be Control B. Let me. I think to be like this will be better. Import JSON. Okay, the next operation that we need to do, I'm going to use from okay, from URL lib, import what I'm going to import, URL lib dot request. Okay, dot request import. I'm going to import URL open. Perfect. So And the first thing that we need to do is, then the first thing that we need to do is to fetch data from the API. Okay, so in order to do that, I'm going to create a variable called URL. Okay, this URL will be equal, so the URL that we are going to use will be this one. Okay, don't worry, I'll keep it in the description of the video. So we are going to use this one. Okay, https dot what and / something like this, then say open dot er, okay, API, okay, .con, okay, underscore like this v6. Okay, this is one endpoint that we can get the latest information. Okay, latest and underscore again USD. Okay, we can get the latest information of USD from this URL. Perfect. So save. Now if I print this guy, okay, let's print what URL. Perfect. Save. And let me clear it. And if this guy come up, okay, save. Now let me run. As you can see, it's just printing the URL itself. Okay, so after that, the next thing that we need to do is let's get the response. Okay, response. So in order for us to get the response, let's use the URL open. Okay, let's call URL open. Okay, what we are going to open, we need to open the URL that we just gave there. Okay, URL, save. Now if we print this response, okay, let me copy and paste here, boom, save. And if we run this guy, let's see what it's going to give us. Boom, as you can see, it gave us http.client http response object, will have something like this. Okay, perfect. So this URL, okay, it gives us also the information as a JSON file. Okay, so in order for us to open this information properly, okay, let's use the JSON itself, okay, that we imported. So let's do this. Okay, let's create a variable called data JSON. So this data JSON will be equal json.loads open what, let's open the response that we got here. Okay, response dot read this way. Okay, open and close, then dot decode. Okay, because we need to decode this information so that we can see it properly. Okay, decode, open and close, and do this utf, okay, underscore no, that's not underscore, okay, -8. Perfect. Okay, save. So now if we print this data JSON, copy, come here, okay, and boom, save. Now let's clear this so that we can have more space. Clear. If we do this, save, and if we run, okay, let's wait because it's going to access the URL and it might take a little time because my internet is very slow. Okay, and if you guys also want to help the channel, please, you can donate to help me so that I can improve some stuffs here. As you can see, it gives us this information, okay, as the result success provider, this one documentation. So this is a JSON, this is the Python object, okay, that it gave us, okay, is getting from this JSON file, something like that. Okay, so the thing that we need to get is the rates. Okay, we need to get this one, the rates. Okay, rates, it's here, and this is the information of rates for USD, for Arabian USD, for Afghanistan, for all, for AMD, for ANJ. NJ is my NJ, I don't know which country is this, but this AOA is my country, which is Angola, and BZ, something like that, a lot of country. Okay, so we need to get the rates. Okay, so in order for us to get the rates, we need to do something like this. Okay, so this is actually the next step. The next step, which will be processing the data. Okay, so in order for us to get the to process the data and get all the information that we need, we are going to do something like this, and let's call it as USD rates. Okay, USD underscore rates, USD underscore rates will be equal data. Okay, data JSON, because this one is the one who has the information. Okay, and open like this. Okay, what we need only the rates. Okay, because we need to get only this guy, these rates. Perfect. Save. Now if I print this guy, okay, come here, save, and let's run the guy. Boom. If we run, it's always good to clear. It's always good to clear. Okay, but it always run. Let's wait for result. Okay, because I already ran, I forget to clear. Ooh, my internet just failed. Okay, let's wait for my internet to come back. Come on, how can you fail right now? Oh no, my internet just failed. Okay, it went down. Is my data over or what? Let me check. Okay, let me clear first this one. So that's why, guys, please donate into the channel, okay, so that I can get internet and work on the things, because I think my data just finished. But let's see. Oh, okay, I think it just went down. Okay, let me try again. Let me run the thing. Okay, run. I lost connection. Yeah, my internet just failed, but no problem. Let me see. Unfortunately, my internet just I don't know if it's failed. I think it's finished or something like that. You guys really need to donate some stuff, okay, so that I can get always internet. Let me try again. Okay, connected. Okay, if I run this, let me see. Come on, please work. Internet, come back. Okay, I think it's still telling me that invalid session ID. Internet problem. Okay, I just internet is working now. Okay, as you can see now, it's giving this, okay, USD rates, one something like this, okay, without all that necessary information that we don't need. Okay, perfect. So now the next step that we need to do is to convert, okay, to do the rate conversion. So this, we just processed our data, we just got the thing that we need. So now let's process, okay, in order for us to convert USD into euro, let's do something like this, okay. If we check here, okay, euro, what is the exchange of euro, what is the abbreviation of euro? A B C D E F G A B C D E L E euro. I found it. Euro. Okay, euro is this one. Okay, so now let's convert USD into euro. Okay, so in order for us to do that, let's do something like this. Okay, I'm going to comment here. Okay, like convert USD to euro. Perfect, this way. Okay, so in order to do that, let's do something like this. USD value. Okay, USD value. So to get the USD value is very easy. Okay, so what's the USD value that we want to convert? So we want to convert, for them, $50, okay, into euro. So in order to do that, let's create a new variable called euro. Okay, let's abbreviate just like this. Euro value. Okay, value will be equal USD. This now is just base mathematics. USD value, which is this guy, okay, into USD, okay, into USD rates, okay, USD rates, USD rate, which is this information. We need to get only the euro, okay, which is this guy. USD rates, come here, let's put euro. We need only euro. Perfect. Now if we print this guy, come here, okay, and if we print here, come here, stay here, perfecto, save, value, okay. Now if we run this, let's run. I forget to clean it again. So as you guys can see, it's giving us this value, okay, this 43.7333. okay. So now let's organize very well this message, okay. So let's format it. So for that, let's do something like this: print, open and close, print what, let's say something. I'm going to use f string. Let's say something like USD value, okay, the value that we have, and then let's say USD will be equal, open and close here. Let's give the euro value, okay, euro value. And I'm going to use f string to format, okay. Let's format only with two house, okay, no, dots to f this way, okay. Perfect, save, and come here and let's say euro. Perfect, save, okay. Let me clear this thing, clear, and if I run now, let's wait for the results, okay. It must give us, oh, why I print this also, okay, but no problem, since we have this one, it's okay. I hope I don't lose connection again. Okay, perfect. What it gave us f string. Yeah, it gave f string because I did a mistake, okay. This guy, this f string, you don't stay there, okay, and I need to come here and close this, something like this, okay, save. That's why it gave us this something like that, okay. It's a mistake, my mistake. Save. Now let's run it again. Okay, now I just correct, okay. This is supposed to be out and this be like this, okay. Perfect. Now it gives us, okay, 50 USD into euro is equal 43.73 euro, okay. Perfect. So guys, we will stop here. Okay, so this is how you can work with JSON files in Python. Okay, how you can convert, how you can get from a request, and how you can write, delete a JSON file in Python. Okay, so my name is João. If you like this tutorial, okay, give a like, and please also subscribe to the channel, give a like, and donate if it's possible. Okay, so that you guys can help me to improve more my stuff, something like that. As you can see, while the tutorial going on, I lost connection. Okay, because my data finished. Then I went and asked to my neighbors just to share me a little, okay, of his internet. Okay, so but thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye.